right, so here's the otherworldly mixed martial arts talent, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and there's so much made about his value as a corner man. Tonight, though, he is competing, and Hezbollah's in his corner.
Yeah, Coach Khabib is as undefeated as fighter Khabib, but we love getting the opportunity to see Nurmagomedov compete again. This guy is the definition of pressure. He is trying to take you down, and he does not hide his intentions. He wants to get in your face, he wants to take you down, and he wants to drown you. This guy's a savage, he's a beast. Every word that describes that is Khabib Nurmagomedov with Hezbollah in his corner.
And if Hezbollah didn't have any value, probably wouldn't be in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for the former lightweight champion tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. All right, big spot here for the former undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, and he's not too emotionally attached to a lot of these results. I expect a big effort out of him here tonight.
You know, John, I love that you teed it up that way, because I was just thinking that for a guy that seemed to be on a rocket ship to the moon, becoming a middleweight champion, he handles adversity as well as anyone I've ever seen. When he lost to Jan Blachowicz, when he tried to become double champion, still even keel. When he lost his championship, even keel. I believe that ability will allow for him to work his way back to a championship opportunity, where I expect him to be very competitive and possibly earn himself the belt back.
And skill for skill, there are a lot of people that still believe he's the best middleweight in the world. A lot of the elite 185-pounders believe that Izzy and not necessarily Pereira represent the toughest matchup for them. We'll see how Adesanya fares in this critical matchup here tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC lightweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Do it.
Well, Israel Adesanya, as hot a prospect as has crossed into the UFC in years. He is known as an outstanding kickboxer, and as such, a lot of his UFC opponents are going to try to take him down. As his past victims will attest, that is a whole lot easier said than done. Effective punch in the clinch there by Adesanya. Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind him.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Engage in a single collar tie. Oh, beautiful job with the hands there by Israel Adesanya. When you focus too much on the kicks, that's what happens. You get cracked with that Adesanya right hand. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Also, the taller fighter lands a knee yet again.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Big right hook coming, it's blocked. use of the jab by Adesanya. Takedown defense is there. Back to his feet. Big elbow there, lands. Back and forth we go. Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch there. Nice sprawl there as he stuffs another takedown. So that was a big priority coming in, and the takedown defense has absolutely held up to him.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job of understanding.
I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top. There it is again. Look at that.
Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts. Clean punch.
Well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back. Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Well, I have no profit, but there it is again. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Immediately gets the underhook. Oh, and he lands yet another knee. And sometimes it pays to be the taller fighter, DC. I know you can't necessarily. Oh, gotta be careful taking too many of those leg kicks. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan and enforcing.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Darce choking tip here.
Well, it looks like that Darce is tight. Submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Well, no surprise there as he lets his opponent stand back up. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
All right, so late in the round now, and the narrative, of course, has been Israel Adesanya's striking. He is at his sniping best tonight.
Yeah, Izzy looks good. You know, he's one of the best kickboxers we have ever seen come into the UFC. And when his striking is on point, not many can compete with the last style bender. That is being shown tonight in the octagon.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. All right, well, he's got him softened up here.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Round two next. All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, it's got to be kind of fun to strut your way back to the stool.
I mean, you are 10 foot tall. When you can drop another person with a strike, you are 10 foot tall. Now, the issue is he did not find the finish, and he used a lot of energy trying to finish that fight.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Round two now. Israel Adesanya and Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Good.
Oh, beautiful jab there by Adesanya. Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance, when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you stop and stare at Israel Adesanya.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. this is where you don't want to be, though. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yo.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This
guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You've got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Nurmagomedov going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground. These guys are going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up. Nurmagomedov's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Last style bet has got it going here tonight, DC. As he often says, I don't throw and hope, I aim and fire. His accuracy is on a completely different level than most of these middleweights he's facing. Takedown defense holds up.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take him out very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They work very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now.
Entering in on a single leg takedown attempt here, and he is able to get the fight where he wants it. Nice job there.
The moment he secures that single leg, you can see how comfortable he is and the variety of finishes he has from his position.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Oh, great reversal to top position by Nurmagomedov. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. Now he's going full mount.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Nice positional control here. Under a minute now to go in the round. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through. Khabib's going for an arm here. Oh, he's got that arm tight now.
He's starting to get it in there deep.
Oh, no! It's work. Come on, stand him up. It's work.
This fight is over.
Whoa! Submission defense. He gets out.
I mean, calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an arm bar.
15 seconds. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
Nurmagomedov gets touched by that leg kick attempt.
Oh, big elbow.
Nice straight right lands. Nicely done. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Takedown defense holds up.
Beautiful head kick lands from this guy.
Oh, looked like he might have been in range, but misses with the kick. Head strikes. With that jab attempt. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Good job defensively to block that punch.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Adesanya's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Khabib's in half guard.
Getting him out here. He's got to start throwing now.
Nurmagomedov's eye is closing up. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Nurmagomedov's going for a choke. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov.
Beautiful transition.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's setting up a sub here. Oh, that guillotine is officially tight.
Oh.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Nurmagomedov's back in full now. The ground strikes starting to pile up. Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though. Massive shot lands. It's over, John. Fight's done. He goes back to the well and lands another strike from the top. And now you can see the swelling. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Side control now. Adesanya's eye is really not looking good right now, Daniel. Starting to swell shut, and that is going to compromise his vision as this fight continues. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defensive.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he was trying to take it.
Nurmagomedov gets blasted by that uppercut. Oh, nice job to block that punch. Lands to the body there. Oh, I like that kick there. Landed that left hook. Obvious redness on the right side of his body. Nurmagomedov gets the double leg takedown. Nice job there, disguising his entry. Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Continuing to work out of the half guard. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Oh, right into mount.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Down to 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Adesanya's back in full mount.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
All right, take your time. Take your time. Relax. Breathe. Move and relax for me.
Hard ground and pound shot there, and yes, it was hard. Opened it right up. Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole thing.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transitions. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
I love all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Nurmagomedov's
And that'll do it! Khabib Nurmagomedov gets the finish!
Holy smokes!
Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 16 seconds of round number 4. The declaring the winner by knockout, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, Khabib Nurmagomedov with a huge knockout. This is the biggest knockout victory of his career, to be sure.
Absolutely, and one of the times where